Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy, Sir, of the 2020 Podcast, LLC. Please say the LLC. And before you listen to this episode, I just got to let you know, I need you to stop what you're doing. Go to blkrenaissance.com, and I need you to shop for the culture. That's right. Anytime you use the promo code LLC20 at Black Renaissance Clothing's website, you will get 20% off your order. Off rip, no questions asked. So do me a favor and do it for the culture. Peace.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sade with Black on Black Rhymes. Step to the mic.
Mic check.
People always ask me where I get my confidence from, and I get it from inside. It's an inside thing, y'all. And when it comes to beautiful skin, I rock with Blendia by India, where her motto is, be confident in your skin. She has a variety of naturally made soaps to keep you smelling good, hair products for long, luscious, healthy hair, and even beard products for men. You know, we got to keep those struggle beards away. So visit BlendiaByIndia.com and use promo 2020skin to get 10% off your order. Thank you, Blendia by India, for being a sponsor of the 2020 Podcast, LLC. Please say the LLC.
Hey, this is Butter So Fly of Powerlines Poetry, here to let you know anytime I feel good, I have to look good, so you have to listen to me. Make sure you go to gurudesigns.com, use a 3 instead of an E. The website is great, so you can get something for yourself, and then she makes custom clothes for men too. And guess what? I got a promo code for you. Use 20/20 and it'll get you 15% off of any order $25 or more. You can't beat that. Go to gurudesigns.com.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Okay, we lit it just like a fuse, so no need to pick and choose. Welcome to 2020, where we do more than interviews. The hottest be coming through, jumping knowledge on all of you. Get a peek at the front of you with the truth that they offer you. Yeah, hands up, we doing it for the culture. To give artists and businesses more exposure. Keeping it real and stay silent just like a boulder. It's about to go all the way down, can't get no lower. Chasing my dreams, know that they get no slower. But if I stay running, I promise they getting closer. Moreover, success my older. And if you're sleeping on me, I'm waking them up like Folgers. I told you, coming from the land with the tide roll. Well, we'll be on a whole different vibe though. We like to ride slow and keep our windows tinted so you really can see us like Stevie Wonder waking up with his eyes closed. Yeah, got the kind of flow that rock the boat. On my 16s of pounds of dough. And if you figure you can hang with me on the mic, then grab some rope. Matter of fact, better grab some hope. While you at it, we keep it live, it's time to tune in. Turn up the sound on what you're using. It goes so hard, I think it's bruising. The show is 2020, no need to zoom in. Yeah.
Like the double and triple check. I ain't been live in months though.
Live, baby. I could tell. I ain't gonna tell you how I could tell though, but I ain't gonna put you out there, but I know how.
Man. All right. So, bruh.
You're professional, so you know how you can do.
Oh gosh. Chill out. All right. So, bro, y'all know who I am. Y'all know who Black is.
Right.
What y'all may not know is what we about to talk about. Well, hell, if you're looking at the title, you might.
Shit, I didn't know.
Look, let me tell y'all how this happened. We were just having a conversation amongst the men of 2020. And I was like, yo, I'm about to go live. like straight up. That's how it happened. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go first, Black, and then you can go. And then you know how we just go back and forth. So first off, let me tell every Black person who watched the interview, I appreciate you for tuning in and watching the full interview. I think everybody is wilding on Jada. I have no problem. I have no problem with her telling the truth about where she stood sexually with her husband. I have no problem that she went on her platform and talked about it. Because let me say this, I feel like the context that people are getting is that she just out the blue just started talking about, yeah, Will ain't really doing it for me. Nah, the whole episode was about women and talking about sexual awareness and health. And the person who kind of brought that conversation in wasn't even Jada. It was Gwyneth Paltrow. And some of y'all didn't even know Gwyneth Paltrow was on the episode.
Right. I did. I can actually say I did know that though.
Right. So I don't get what the hoopla is. Look, I get Some people are going to be upset that she went on her platform to discuss this. But if anybody has contacted me and asked me about podcasting, if anybody has hit me up about starting a podcast, I universally say this to everybody: get on there and speak your truth. Because once you build up a fan base, whether it's 1, 2, or 1,000 people, you have an obligation to be transparent.
Facts.
You have an obligation to keep it 100 at all costs. So when she went up there and she was like, yo, you know, and this was the context she put it in. This is what she prefaced it with. She was saying, why do we automatically think that they are supposed to just know and match what I like sexually? And when they can't do it, we get so crushed inside. That was the preface conversation. So I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that. Because a lot of us do carry that energy that we think we are putting it down in every sense. And some women do the same thing. Think they cater to all the boxes sexually that we like. And in truthfully, to preserve the ego of the other person, we just make them feel like they checking out all 10 when sometimes it might be like 4 or 5 out of 10.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Or 6, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't see where everybody's coming with this outrage, bro. And maybe you can enlighten me on it, bro.
Well, you know, people like red meat, so anything that's gonna, you know, get them out there, they're gonna do like piranhas and they're gonna hit it. Now, I could tell you what I personally what triggered me about it.
Okay.
Because I did a show about that last night. Was it last night? Yeah, I did a show last night or the night before that about that Will and Jada love. And my whole thing about it is, and I said this before I even did the show, I didn't watch the whole video. Normally I watch the video. You know, I'm gonna watch the video first before I start talking about it. But my whole thing was, I'm tired of hearing, whether this is for promotion or not, Will being the butt of the jokes. You know what I'm saying? And it's like she could have these conversations at the red table, but then it's like, are you having these conversations with Will like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Is it a healthy conversation? Are you outing him? Now, the subject matter itself, I'm sure it probably was a healthy subject matter, but we don't care about that. we here for the red meat. That's what we here for. So I think it's kind of have a lot to do with that. Me, I see it in that way, but I'm not attacking them in that way. I'm just trying to see what the lesson is in that situation, because, you know, I'll be talking about men and how you hold your frame. And I'm looking at Will now, and I'm like, Will, are you really an alpha male, or do you just play an alpha of men? Are you an alpha of men, or do you just play that in your relationships? And even if that's the case, that's fine. But, you know, let's just go ahead and see it for how it really is. But I think the people are just there for the red meat.
Zadora said this. I bet, and I'm gonna click on it and bring it to the forefront. She said, I bet Will has other partners too. He just ain't saying nothing. Jada wouldn't be talking either if August hadn't said anything. So I'm gonna be 100 with you. I feel like this is a conversation they've been having. I definitely feel like this isn't something that's just new and popped up out of nowhere. There have been rumors that they've been swingers for years. I don't know if anybody remember that, but I remember hearing this like way in like 2005, 2006. That's how they was getting by. And what better way? And let me make this preface statement. Listen, your marriage is your marriage. I ain't gonna tell you how to go left or right. I ain't gonna tell y'all how to do whatever. Casey said it best, man. It's y'all bed. You know what I'm saying? So whatever goes on is y'all business. So if they had the conversation, and Will already displayed that he loved this woman unconditionally, and we'll get into the topic of love later on. By any means necessary, he's gonna try and do what it takes to make this woman happy appear. You know, that's what it appears to be.
Oh yeah.
By any means necessary. And I feel like she feel the same way with him, which is why they can go and have their fun and come back home. Because even a year ago when they had that red table conversation about August, they said it, they playfully said it, but they was like, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life.
Bro, that was nervous energy, bro. Do it look like Will having fun? Does it look like Will having fun, bro?
Around her, I think Will loves his family. I think he has fun around his family as a unit. But with her one-on-one, I think he's just attached to her. Just keeping it above.
He's emotionally attached to her, right? Mm-hmm. And he does love her. I would agree with that. And I would agree that, and a lot of men and a lot of black men don't get credit for this, is their ability to withstand it all, to take it all. You know what I'm saying? There are men that cheat, but there's also men that go to their grave loving their woman unconditionally, being called simps. Even what I call them premium suckers, because Will's starting to look like a premium sucker right now to me, but not in the sense of how he loves his family, but in the sense of his dynamic between him and his woman, because they could have this conversation. He could even agree to it that she could talk about it on the red table, because but it hurts. It looks like it's hurting. It looked like it hurt him, and he's staying out of the view of it all. And the only time we see him, he's trying to act his way into looking happy, and we still can see it. And he's one of the best actors of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I could see it on his face, just like I could see what was going on before the Olympics with old girl. I could see the same thing. I could see the train getting ready to crash. I don't wish that on anybody, because the dynamics of their relationship is their relationship. I'm always fighting for it to the end, but if it was to crash, I'm not going to be surprised, not one bit.
I wouldn't be either. I can't say how much we'll be able to take before he calls it quits, but it's just, I feel like, and I hate starting my statements with some shit like that. You know how I feel about that statement, but I honestly feel like this is a wake-up call to everybody when it kind of makes you check your meter on what all you will deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man and as a woman, because as a man, that's embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? To have that information put out there, but at the same time, you're famous. Your wife has a podcast platform. This is what she do.
But we ain't talking about what goes on in the bedroom, though, bro. Like I get it. Like, I do get it. Yeah. Like Zadora was saying, Will probably do have other chicks. I don't doubt that. Just like I don't doubt if Russell Wilson have chicks. Like, if people found out Russell Wilson had chicks on the side, they'll lose their freaking mind. like they'll lose it. They'll hate love forever because of that. But all I'm saying is this: he's not bringing it to the person's doorstep. This is being brought to Will's front doorstep. Will over there minding his business. He just got a movie with Serena and Venus, and he was working out his dad bod and everything. Will is a positive type person. And then when you bring this energy like that, then it knocks him off a course. No different than if a dude was cheating on his woman and it came to her front door. A lot of times women, whether they admit it or not, they'll say, hey, you can do your thing, but I better not find out about it. You better not have no kids, and you better not bring me no diseases home. And so, and all I'm saying is, in the adverse, since we like to do the vice versa thing, if men can do it, and since we like to do that, now you bringing that funk, which means like fighting and stuff, or bad, ill intent, to his front doorstep. Like, it's making Will look bad, for real. And being that he's the leader or the head of the household, that is a reflection of your household. People already say your kids is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Will is just now looking like he's just hanging on for the ride.
Yeah. I understand. I may not fully agree that he looked like he's just hanging on for the ride. I think you know what you dealing with, bro. She told him off rip what it was with Tupac, and that nigga was dead.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
right. So, what they say, you knew the job was dirty when you took it.
That's where I'm at, bro. That's where I'm at.
You knew the job was dirty when you took it.
That's where I'm at, bro. 1,000,000%. He knew when he married her, bro. He knew, cuz like Jada ain't just turned into this Jada overnight, y'all. This has been the same woman for all these years, bro. I think what it is everybody had a different perception of Jada. And now that it shows differently, it disturbs their view of the fairy tale marriage.
I can see that. I definitely can see that, because that's why
what I think
about that Will and Jada love was supposed to be that unconditional love.
Correct. But here's
go ahead.
That's the ugly side of unconditional. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Army, what they say, unconditional surrender. That means like there's no glory to that. It's just surrender. Like, period. Like, ain't no asterisk by it, ain't no flowers by that shit. That means surrendering completely. And that's what Will did, bro. Like, and I'm not mad at Will. I'm not bashing Will. I'm not mad at Jada. But I will say this. This is what I said in our group. I'm so glad she did this. And let me tell you why I'm so glad she did this. I don't want to hear shit when a man do it now.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to hear a goddamn thing when a man come out and tell his truth about him not being happy. I don't want to hear nothing.
Quit playing, bro.
I'm so serious, bro. I'm so serious. I'm so sick of being told that you can't say nothing. What happens here stays here. Where if she just displayed this, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
So what did she say in particular when it came to her and Will's sexual situation? What was it that she said?
She didn't even like specify Will specifically. That's the crazy part. She was just saying your other cannot know what it takes to please you, or like to the effect of, we automatically expect them, if you love me, to know everything I like to please me. That's what she said.
Right. So let's talk about that then. So that way we're not just beating up on Jada about it, because there's some legitimacy in what she's saying. So if you were with somebody for 20 years, do you not know what they like and dislike? I could kind of see that happening, because you get caught into the routine, and 1 year's turn to 3 years, turn to 5, turn to 10. You know what I mean? Like, so I could see that happening. But the thing about it is, I hate to bring it back to Jada, like these are people that know how to communicate, because she just communicated a whole affair. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they don't know, they haven't been through these things before. So how come when it comes to the sexual part, which is ironic because you wouldn't have sex with this other guy and you're healing him, that was your saying, you were helping to heal him, but your own marriage is is having an issue or whatever, for lack of a better term. So to me, it's almost like you being disingenuous. That's how I see it. And I don't want to judge it, but the thing about it is, I'm like, come on, Jada, for real. I mean, what's going to happen next? You going to tell them that you Will and another dude had a sexual encounter or something? What's next? How far are you going to go with it?
Now, I feel you there. Like, how far, where's the boundary? I get what you're saying. Like, where's the boundary?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For respect. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see what Zodora says. She got look like she got some.
What does Zodora say? She says some people, and I'm gonna share this with the crowd. She says some people have been married 20 years and never had an orgasm, so it can happen.
Yeah.
That's true.
But now, whose fault is that though? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that though, bro?
Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna chalk that up to both.
I hate you, bro.
Look, I gotta be real with you. I gotta be real. That's how I feel.
It is both. It is, because it's the dude's responsibility to make sure she have an orgasm. But if she ain't saying nothing, or if she ain't did nothing to try to make it.
You mean like that? You mean like that? Oh, my fault. My fault. I ain't understand. In that case, it's the woman's fault if she's not expressing that.
Yeah.
Don't see the biggest problem I have. And actually, I see your point. I'm gonna share it in a second. The biggest problem I have is when somebody makes a decision for me. And I believe Ebony said it best one time. Anytime you take the ability to make the decision for me, I instantly lose interest. So what I mean by that is this. Don't presume how I'm gonna feel about your statement. You might be like, yo, I'm not fulfilled sexually. And you be like, nah, I can't tell you that because I don't want to hurt your pride. And then you're gonna go and cheat with somebody else. Nah. Don't presume none of that. Because if you really been with me, you know I'm all ears. Communication comes first. So if you make the decision for me that you're not going to tell me the truth, that's on you. That's on you, baby. That's on you. Now Ashley made a good point too. She said, but people change. What you may have liked when you're 15, you're not going to like when you're 35.
For sure.
And I don't know how long they've been married. I know it's been a minute.
No, they've been
married a couple of 20-year-olds.
Married in their 20s. Yeah.
They got a couple of 20-year-olds. So that is true, because some of the shit I liked when I was like 20, I wouldn't touch with a stick now that I'm 34. So I can feel that. But at the same time, whereas normal human beings like myself and Black, we might have issues with conveying that to, anyone we might be interested in. I imagine that might be amplified when money is involved and with being a celebrity, because you got different business ventures, different times where you're at different locations, time investment with your kids, like all that. I can see how all that can play a factor into not being able to communicate like you want at that moment, so someone's not communicating their needs and someone's not receptive.
So he was 27 and she was 22. That's what Ashley says.
Whew.
So see, I have a theory about Jada though. I have a theory about Jada, but she was 22 and he was 27. So I mean, at 22, you usually wilding out, right?
Yeah.
You wilding out, and you don't, and them is what they call your party years as a woman, right? Mm-hmm. So for her to get married at 22, she saw something in Will. Now, I don't think she saw the alpha of men in Will. I think what she saw was the good guy. Oh, if I want to have a family, I know that he's going to take care of the parental need. He's going to provide, protect, and give parental awareness about it. But the thing about it is that usually happened for a woman when she hit about 27, 28, 29, 30. You know what I'm saying? But now Jada always been wilding out. But this is where my theory kicks in. So she was with Tupac, whether they was in a relationship or not. She had a deep love and affection for Tupac. I think she really loved him she said maybe like a family level or whatever, but I think that was her alpha in her life. And if a man doesn't reach that level of what he was, she's an alpha widow. Like every man has to match up. And I think that's why Will had an issue with the whole living up to Pac, because he could never live up to Pac as far as an alpha male in the sense of how they were. You know what I'm saying? Whether they are or not, that's something else. But what I'm saying is as the perception in her mind. And so now she knows she had parental investment with Will. She know that he gonna not leave her and she can do whatever she want. She's fulfilling that her side of that part of her dating strategy. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if they got divorced and she might not even have to do that because she already got a sexual escapade with August or whatever his name is, and he was showing probably alpha traits to her. I don't know. And she just went with it. So she's having her cake and eating it too. She don't have no reason to really leave now I think about it. It's going to be up to Will if he doesn't know how to hold his boundary, but his love for his family might supersede that and he'll take that to the grave.
Yeah. And I agree with your point about her marrying too early, because I think what is it, scientifically the brain doesn't fully develop until you're 25 and up, I believe.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I'm always against people getting married in their early 20s period. I don't give a damn how many years y'all been together, because you're still evolving. Like I was saying earlier, like we used to drink, get fucked up, and go to work the next day like it was nothing in my 20s. Nigga, like I don't do none of that now.
None of that. Yeah, but then I look at my parents got married at 21 and 19, and that was the cultural norm. Right. And a lot of those families stay married for 40, 30, 50 years. You won't probably see that in relationships so much now, but in that time they were doing that because society was different and they knew how to commit to each other. Now we got too many options. Like I can literally get mad at my girl, not leave my house and hook something else up by going online.
That's a reality.
That's crazy.
That's a reality. Like relationships have become so accessible and like so fast food. Like, and that's another thing. I don't get why people feel like they're surprised when it comes to so many trash people. Like, I won't even say trash people, like trash priorities, because I don't ever want to call somebody trash.
Right.
When you can get whatever you want, however you want it with the click of a button, bro, you're not really going to value it or have the correct assumption or perception of it. So if you can see a relationship get done with a couple of thumb strokes and a couple of playlists, you know what I'm saying? Right. If that's all it takes to get you in a pseudo relationship, bro, it's not going to mean that much to you. But with this one in particular, with Jada and Will, this was, like we was talking about earlier, this was the example. And this is how people felt. I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't even gonna give that analogy because I ain't trying to get canceled. But when the foundation of a family that you probably can take it from the context clues, when you grow up thinking this is the model relationship, the model family, and you get into it and you see that, damn, it can be just as fucked up as everybody else, situation around here. That shit fucks with your faith and your belief, and you get mad. And I think that's what's happening. People are lashing out because they feel like, hey, you fucking with my fairy tale. You making me feel like there might not be hope. Like anybody could fail. Y'all ain't supposed to fail. Like on Star Wars, and this is me being a nerd, when dude was like, you were supposed to be the chosen one. Like this is what that is. Y'all was supposed to be the chosen relationship.
Right. And
every relationship can have its cracks, bro.
Yeah, and it's easy to say, especially me growing up with both my parents, like you shouldn't use celebrities as a litmus test for relationships. But now that I'm thinking about it,
that's exactly what we did.
If you didn't grow up seeing it, any type of assimilation of that, you're gonna try to at least learn something from that. Like, because I'm not saying there's nothing you can't learn from Will and Jada, because you definitely can learn unconditional love.
Yeah.
Like up until this point, it looks like it's unconditional love from Will's part. Now, I don't know about what's going on with Jada, but the thing about it is, growing up in a 2-parent household, I seen how a woman is submissive, but yet and still wants to do what she want to do anyway. And also, how does the man react to that? And I grew up with watching that, and it was a lot of things that my dad did that I'd be like, I can't do that one, bro. My boundary don't go that far. But then he also used to tell me, like, yeah, well, you never been married before either, so so I get it, you know what I'm saying? So, which is very true, because once I commit to that point, then it's almost like that. But my thing is, I got to create my frame a little bit different according to how my mental firmware is set up. Some of that stuff would drive me crazy.
Jessica just said, and we're gonna circle back real quick. She said, "Did we really listen to what Jada said? Though she made some valid points, and that's the purpose of us going live, because she actually did. That's like, I'm pro what she was saying. I'm for her getting out here and telling her truth and talking about, yo, stop expecting someone who love you to know everything about your body. Like, communicate. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff like this can happen. Because you may be down for an open marriage, but that open marriage may not be conducive to your marriage. You feel me? Like, it might be a Band-Aid when you might need sutures, when you might need surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm seeing here, at least. But I'm for her talking about it, because if they can talk about it at a table, bro, that means we can talk about it amongst each other more freely and possibly save some relationships. So instead of feeling like, oh, this is a taboo topic, oh, she making him look bad. Yeah, he looks bad, but at the end of the day, we all talking about it now.
Right. No,
somebody gonna go to counseling because of this.
Right. So, no, I don't know. I mean, it's good. I mean, Will is all right. I ain't trying to say that even Jada isn't even bad for that. All I'm saying is this is, like, have that conversation with your husband. Like, yeah. And if a man, and then let's just say if a man did come out like this, it would not be received the same, like you said. It's easy when the shoe is on this foot for us to say, well, we should have the most empathy ever. But then as soon as a dude say something like, well, you know, especially when they were saying black women didn't give oral, like that used to be men could never talk about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if a man was to say, oh, to you, like, hey, you got possum sex, or you got, you know what I'm saying, you just lay there like you dead. You know what I'm saying? Like if a dude say that, your feelings is gonna be hurt. It's not gonna go off the same. If a dude sat there and talked about how much oral that he don't get, or if he talks about, well, these sexless relationships, we don't talk about those things. It's a lot of sexless relationships that men are enduring. We never talk about that stuff. So that's why it's a little unfair. It's unfair because we don't get to talk about it in the adverse. As soon as a man say, hey, I like my woman to be on top, but you don't like getting on top because your knees. Now he wrong for saying that. He's body shaming and all that. And so why can't we have a conversation clear across the board like that? That's what I think a lot of the indignation do come from. And then when they see something like this, they don't even have to read what's going on. They just gonna look at the title and run with it.
I'm gonna bring up something. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Read the title and run with it, because that's exactly what the hell happened here to 68.2 of the crowd who felt some type of way about this. Because what's crazy is I had to go and find the interview, like really go search. You know what I'm saying? Because I kept finding clips. No, I don't want the clip notes. I want the full context of the conversation. And what's crazy to me is that people will read the headline, have a full conversation, have a full prognosis about this situation, but not understand how the trans community feel when they just going off the headlines of what Dave Chappelle said. Dave Chappelle literally talked about this, bro. People are going by what somebody else said and getting outraged. Y'all are doing the same shit they doing.
And that is
same shit.
That's hella weird, because I watched the Dave Chappelle thing and I was looking for it, but I wasn't looking for it. You know what I'm saying? I was watching it just to enjoy it. The reason why I even watched it was because I'm like, what did they make a big deal out of, right? So I'm about to see what they're talking about, but in the peeping what the artist is really talking about, it's like when you look at a painting, let's look at it for what the artist was trying to say, not how we want to draw out of it, which is a perk of a drawing too, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But let's look at what the artist was going through when he made that. So that's how I was looking at it. And then at the end of it, I was like, damn, I got to watch it again to see what everybody was mad at.
Bro, bro, I swear to God, I said this too, because it put me in this position. And some of y'all might get mad and disagree with what I'm about to say, but it is what it is. It's a podcast. You ain't gonna like everything I say.
This is your opinion. This is
my opinion. This is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I totally get why people felt the way they felt about Donald Trump. I fully understand now. What I mean by that is this. When you are in a group where you agree with somebody speaking their truth unabashedly, but seeing somebody get hated just because it's that person speaking their truth, I see why people would ride harder for that person because of the fact they're speaking their truth. I understood Trump supporters more because of this Dave Chappelle situation.
You know, you hella smart, bro. And did you just say unabashedly, nigga? You definitely gotta come out here, bro. I mean, you got a soul out here in the Bay. That's what we be doing, stuff like that. But hey, but you know what? Hey, you right, bro. I mean, like when you see somebody that's just quote unquote unapologetic, and they really in their truth, you gotta kind of respect that. You know what I'm saying? And then people was taking like the headlines and running with it. It's red meat. That's all it is. And that's crazy. And I would like to think that we could try to get into the truth more often.
Bruh, I'm glad you just ended with that statement. Jessica just said people want to connect to what makes them feel good.
That's right.
And what makes you feel good isn't always right. And that's the problem.
Shoot, most of the time it probably ain't right.
Bruh, we've had this. So I'm gonna peel the curtain back a little bit.
Mhm.
So for 2 days, the 2020 network group, you know what I'm saying? We got our little Facebook group. We were in a full debate about love and basketball.
Right?
We were in a full debate about it. And it goes to show something that you view out of tradition, you know, out of respect for the culture may not be correct, but it made people feel good because that's what they were conditioned to feel good about. Like Zadora and I had a full conversation on the Safe Word one time about the song A Woman's Worth. That is the weirdest song to have sex to. It's about a woman dying, giving birth, bruh. Who is having sex to that song? Whom?
Oh
Who, bro? It's weird that we allow our traditions to be unquestionable, and that's the issue with a lot of things right now. We are allowing things to be untouchable, and I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
So when y'all see a podcast pop up, I ain't saying it's gonna be us. It might be Off the Rock. It might be My Brother's Keeper. Shout out to them. Make sure y'all follow them.
Shout out.
If y'all see them coming up talking their truth and saying, yo, in this relationship, I didn't like this or I felt like this, don't you go and bash them, bro. They are speaking their truth, bro. They are coming clean with their soul, bro. Like, make spaces available for people to talk their truth and stop fighting them on it, bro. That wasn't your marriage to get upset about.
Right. Ultimately it's not. The only thing I do is I look at, see, the thing is you can learn stuff from other people. You don't have to go through everything yourself, right? So at the end of the day, let's just say on a blanket type situation, okay, let's say they had an open relationship. It's arguable, whatever. Let's just say that's what they have.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were to consider having an open relationship, you need to look at this as some of these things are that can come out. Or if you have a relationship and you want to be out here doing this podcasting and you in the entertainment business now and your face out there, and then somebody speak their truth about you, how you gonna feel, you can look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to sit there and judge it for the sense of they got a bad relationship. You can look at it and be like, hey, this is what comes with that. Am I prepared for that? And then let me go ahead and see if I could deal with that or not.
Come on, Black.
Come on, Black. I'll be looking at stuff. I'm not there to judge it because that's them that made that decision to do that.
Bro, we're supposed to observe the art and take what we take from it.
Right.
And move on, bro. That's it. Listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all jumping in here, checking us out for the 35 minutes we went live. I ain't expected to go this long. I'm just going to be real.
No, we could have went another like 26 minutes because you didn't even read the comments.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Shout out Zadora. Shout out Ashley.
Yeah, shout out Carrie Rothschild. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jessica Casey. You know what I'm saying? That's my homie right there, man. She, look, when I tell you one day she spoke to my soul, bro. Let me ask you something. And let me say this before I go any further. And it's not pandering. I'm telling the truth. I love Black women, bro. Anytime I get to have a conversation and it's not just about them, they are genuinely pouring into me as well. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Genuinely, I appreciate that. That is a good fashion old soul right there in Jessica, y'all. Like, I love and support everything she does. Make sure you go and buy her book, though, while I'm talking. You know what? I need to go ahead and get on Amazon and get me a copy because I like to support my people. Black, what you got going on that's coming up, bro?
I'm just trying to get this YouTube page jumping so that we can really go out here so y'all can want to go live more, because I'm telling you, people are really wanting us to go live. But you know, you can hit me on the EBH Black Show on YouTube. Hey. I'll be in the 2020 page. Y'all don't be messing with me because I'll be talking too much, I guess.
They be getting mad at you. That's what it is.
Right? They be having secret smoke. I did a show this morning. I mean, a little earlier called Secret Smoke. They be having secret smoke with me. I really love y'all if y'all give me the time to express exactly what I'm saying, because, like I said, I don't be really judging y'all. I just be trying to take the good and try to put it out there where everybody can see it. But yeah, you can hit me on there. Definitely go to the 2020 podcast page. Please say the LLC. You gotta say the LLC. shout out to you, bro. You know I'm always appreciative of you.
Hey man, you already know I support. We all family out here. Oh, I would be remiss to not call out I didn't realize that was you, bro. DJ Big Dream from the South got something to say. They're my podcast cousins, y'all. Bruh, they are fucking hilarious, bro. Hilarious and unorthodox and consistent.
It's not like I need to go on their show then. What they be doing?
Bruh, they talk about it all.
Yeah, I need to go on that show then. Hook me up.
Bruh, get up with Buck. You know what I'm saying? Eternity. You know what I'm saying? He 1/3 of the tag team champions over there. So most definitely. So y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all up because I ain't ate dinner yet, and I gotta go get to work. So stay tuned. There's some news coming though. I can't tell y'all a whole bunch, but yeah, just stay tuned. We got some things moving. All right, y'all be blessed, and please say the LLC.
Please.